Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Tees. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The give on the inside. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls out.
The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep it?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long. You'll have to turn it loose deep. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Keys. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Firing to the right, complete. Lots of room to run. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 28 over Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Buying some time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Wingo. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw again. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The metrics tell you so often. Go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. The throw. That's caught. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Touch pass on the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rush is on him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on it.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Chains now on 2nd and long. Skips away from pressure. Unleashes one. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Now on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw. It's Manning. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Crosses the 30. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense not showing press coverage. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in.
Breaks into the open. Got some room there to the goal line. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Quarterback extends the play. Wide open downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Tatum. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy. Running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Grab near the marker. It's Wheeler. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's over. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circle this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jeff. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He wisely lets that one bounce through. The end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, only in the hops. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense...
Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch at the 35. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the fourth. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So we need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession. And the
free up the gut. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Texas offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Flips it out to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns are on the move.
Single. Ready,
From the gun. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires it down the seam. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the back.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recovered their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down and they'll give up the ball. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Looking downfield on first down. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over North Carolina. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Longhorns in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's It's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Lets it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Spins away. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in stride inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.